Well, everybody, here's you've been waiting for. Tonight's video is going to be my Halloween media collection for 2025 edition. And I will be doing those DVDs and Blu-rays soon. So, anyways, no time to waste. Let's begin. Starting with the clamshells, cut boxes, and the rest are slipcovers and a couple of caseless. So, anyways, let's begin. I was gonna rewatch this movie this week, but I have other plans. But I will rewatch it next year, so yep. April 7th, 1999. I will get Alvin and Chipmunks Meet the Wolfman next year, so or I might get soon, and I will rewatch both next year, so yep. The print dates are September 11th, 1996 and September 16th, 1999, so this tape is definitely recycled. And I think this tape's recycled from Flipper because of the recycled print dates. The week in year codes are the 37th week of 1996, and the regular week in year codes the 37th week of 1999. And if you guys hate Barney, I can handle your guys' opinion because I do like Barney in my opinion. July 30th, 1999. And of course this tape has previews from 1999 at the beginning because of the print date. Great Batman movie from 1993 that I've rewatched when I do my Batman marathon back in 2022. April 12th, 1994. I've rewatched this movie last Sunday. One of the darkest animated movies ever made, so yep. June 12th, 1998. I will rewatch this movie next year. So, yep. August 3rd, 1994. I've rewatched this special in honor of the Peanuts' 75th anniversary this year. September 16th, 2001. Actually, it is September 26th, 2001. My mistake on that, folks. The 39th week of 2001. And of course, this movie is part Halloween and part Christmas. July 24th, 1994. And now, let's get on to the Scooby-Doo clamshells, and then get to the Winnie the Pooh clamshells next. And then one clamshell afterwards. Two print dates, January 26th and February 6th, 2001. And of course, I had the tape since 2013, which I had for a very long time. Reprint from April 22nd, 2002. And I've already popped the tape. It has 2,000 previews at the beginning, so yep. March 17th, 1999. So this tape printed St. Patrick's Day of that year. January 30th, 2002 is the print date. And I used to have another copy back in 2013, but it got replaced, which I had taped since 2018. September 1st, 1999. Okay, and now let's get on the rest of the clamshells. September 27th, 1997. July 15th, 1995. September 7th, 1996. And now, here's the last clamshell for this collection. And then I'll get to the cut box, and the rest are slipcovers and a couple caseless. And of course, I've rewatched it last week. Excellent 1990 movie right here. And way better than the crappy 2020 movie, directed by Robert Zemeckis and stars Anne Hathaway. 2 print dates, August 26, 1999 and September 11th, 1999. So printed 2 years before 9/11, aka the tragic days of our lives. That's it for the clamshells. And now let's get on to the 3 cut boxes I'm about to show right now. May 11th, 1995. And of course, this tape is damaged at the beginning of the tape during the previews for, I think, disclosure at the beginning. And I will rewatch this movie next Halloween, in case you didn't notice. October 4th, 1989 is the print date. And now, here's the last cut box for this video. July 25th, 2002. Oh, that's it for the cut box. And now let's get on with the slipcovers. So anyways, let's begin. And this tape is damaged, but at least the rest of the tape still plays. June 20th, 2000 is the print date on the invisible ink print date. November 4th and November 5th, 1989. September 4th and September 5th, 1992. And of course, I will be rewatching this movie next Halloween because Halloween is in a week. September 29th, 1999. And the 39th week of 1999. June 9th, 2004. And in case you didn't notice, that dark sticker label is ruined. I was trying to see what it's recycled from. So, yep. This is the 1994 version of The Crow, starring the late Brendan Lee. October 9th, 1999. November 5th, 1997, and the 44th week of 1997. I need to rewatch this movie in the future when Halloween comes back again next year. January 7th, 1993, and the first week of 1993. October 25th, 2001, so printed 6 days before Halloween of that year. Spine's kind of faded, but hopefully the rest of the tape still plays. The rest of the tape still plays fine, to be exact. June 28th, 1995. Siren was kind of, I was sweaty, but that's right. So, anyways, let's continue on. Sorry, I was sweaty there, so that's alright. Needs a rewatch soon, so yep. November 23rd, 1996, and the 42nd week of 1996. Needs to rewatch entirely next Halloween. Definitely one of my all-time favorite Halloween movies right here. And definitely one of my all-time favorite Columbia Pictures. Yeah, Columbia Pictures movie as well. September 29th, 1985. And the 39th week of 1985. And here's the sequel from 1989. November 7th, 1989. And here it is. The 45th week of 1989 is the week and year code. Excellent 1998 movie right here. That stars Brendan Fraser and Ian McKellen. January 20th, 2000. And the 4th week of 2000. Okay, just a half left for the VHSs, and then we're done for tonight. And of course, I will be rewatching this movie next Halloween, since I'm not going to rewatch the Michael Myers movies this year. This is the 1999 version of The Haunting. Wheels are yellow there, but hopefully the rest of the tape still plays fine. June 22nd, 2000. This is the 1953 version of House of Wax starring Vincent Price. March 11th, 2000. And I will be watching the I Know What You Did Last Summer movies next year. Reprint from August 14th, 2000. And the 33rd week of 2000. And here's the sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer. February 23rd, 1999. And the 9th week of 1999. I've rewatched it a couple weeks ago. Good 2000 Halloween movie starring Jonathan Lipnicki. January 30th, 2001. And the sequel will be coming out next year, which is Practical Magic 2. I might rewatch it a couple years later when the sequel was made. March 12th and March 31st, 1999. December 10th, 1995. And I believe this is technically a Halloween movie, but it's not Halloween related. Unfortunately. That's alright though. August 30th, 2002. And I used to have another copy back in 2016, but I replaced it back in 2024, which is last year. December 14th and December 23rd, 2002. And all the Scream movies needs a rewatch soon. So, yep. November 1st, 1998, so printed the day after Halloween of that year. And I do need to get the first Scream movie on VHS back in the collection soon. September 25th, 2000. Two more VHSs left, and then we're finished. July 25th, 2002. And the 30th week of 2002. And finally, here's the last one for this video. August 31st, 2000. So this is a reprint. And the 35th week of 2000. Well, guys, there you have it for my Halloween Media Collection 2025 edition part 1. And I will be doing part 2 soon. Just the day before Halloween, so. Anyways, this is Superman Me 2002. See y'all later, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your guys' night. So take care.